Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colin Abrams with the HGP Sportscast. Young captain Stanton Ross led Guyana to a 2-1 win over their Bajan counterparts over the weekend. Stanford Howard has more.
Guyana departed on Thursday last to compete with Barbados in a 3-match series with 18-year-old Stanton Rose of Kokwani, the youngest ever captain to lead the men's national side. In the first match on Friday, the Guyanese side lost to Barbados 93-76. The Guyanese then regrouped in the second game and defeated Barbados on Saturday by a 14-point margin, 70-64. They then wrapped up the series on Sunday by trouncing the Bajans once more. The Bajans never found their footing in the third match, losing the match 79-68, and Guyana wrapped up the series 2-1. Captain Stanton Rose spoke with HGP Sports about his experience during the tournament.
A great experience. It shows how much it's a total team effort it takes to beat a team, and playing at that level was the greatest experience I've ever had in basketball so far. Looking for more experience at the CBC game.
For the HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
The GRFU presented trophies and prizes to the 2017 GRFU season winners in the first and second divisions on Sunday at the National Park. GDF were the 2017 First Division champions after a walkover on Saturday last in the Bounty Farms 15s tournament, when Caribs were short a player at the season's final game. This series of no-shows seems to be a trend within the GRFU, but GRFU Secretary Petal Adams warned players that this attitude will not be tolerated in the 2018 series.
Once they're not showing up, they wouldn't be chosen, because you have a certain amount of games you have to attend in order to be chosen. Also, it's based on performance.
GDF captain Dwayne Schroeder expressed elation at the achievement, being the defending champions, and that his teammates can look ahead for training and selection for national teams.
First of all, it's a big step forward for GDF. Continuing from the last title, we just retain our title again, and looking to go forward in the 2018 season to even to win it back again for our club. So the guys can get a motivation to go forward and continue training for the national team and get open with the expectation to get selected for the national 15s coming up in August.
Schroeder said that his team were very confident coming into the finals, and even though it was a walkover, he thought that Caribs would have put up a good fight.
Coming into the second round leading from the first round, so we had full confidence and we already beat everybody. So we already know that we just come out and play good rugby, beat them again, and we're going to win the title. Simple as that.
Schroeder called on youths interested to step forward and take up the mantle.
Yes, we can't play rugby forever. We are already aging, so it's development we're looking for. So the clubs, it's only for national players who are going on like myself to invite other youths to the sports, to build the club in developments in schools, help develop the schools so we could build a bigger rugby family in Guyana.
Winners of the second division were Panthers. From the National Park in Georgetown, Colin Abrams. Guyanese Anthony Bramble is set to lead the Windies B in the inaugural Global T20 Canada League. Stanford has more.
Cricket West Indies now has a Windies B squad. That is the squad that has been assembled to travel to Canada for the inaugural Global T20 Canada League, which will run from June 28th to July 15th. The international tournament is set to attract other elite T20 players from across the region. But Director of Cricket Jimmy Adams thinks this is a great opportunity for players that feeds into the organization's wider high-performance program, which looks to develop all-round skills set for players and officials. Chairman of Selectors, Courtney Brown, has said, with both the Test and Windies A squad on tour, the Global T20 presents an opportunity for the panel to see some of the developing players in the region. The exposure and added development will assist with identifying players with the potential to develop into international T20 cricketers. The Windies B squad reads. The contingent is set to leave the region on June 14th. The Global T20 Canada League will see 22 matches played in a round-robin format, followed by the playoffs and the championship match to be held on July 15th. All contests will take place at Maple Leaf Cricket Club in Toronto. For the HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
The Georgetown Cricket Umpires and Scorers Association presents its annual Continuous Umpiring Education Program on June 24, 2018 at the local government Union Hall, Wolford Avenue, east of Gandhi Sports Club. The session is open to the general public and admission is free. Facilitators of the program will be Rion King, match referee, Leon Johnson, Ghana Jaguars captain, Ryan Banwari, Windies B panel umpire, Shannon Crawford, Ghana Umpires Council President, and Arlie Rutherford, President of the Georgetown Cricket and Scorers Association. Shane Dowrich moves 20 places up on the ICC Test batting rankings. Shane Dowrich's unbeaten 100 in the first Test match against Sri Lanka, which ended in victory for West Indies on Sunday at the Queen's Park Oval, Port of Spain, has seen him vault 20 spots in the ICC Test batting rankings. In the latest rankings released on Monday, the 25-year-old had improved to 66th, representing one of the biggest movers. The right-hander struck 125 not out, his second Test 100, to dig West Indies out of trouble in the first innings at Queen's Park Oval and helped set up the Windies' eventual emphatic 226-run victory just after lunch on the final day. Dowrich faced 325 balls in a shade of 7 3/4 hours, striking 12 fours. He shared a crucial century stand for the 7th wicket with a tail-ender Devendra Bishu 40, which got Windies up to 414 for 8 declared. For the HGP Sports, Colwyn Abrams. And that has brought us to the end of this edition of the HGP Sportscast. Remember, if your dream is big enough, the facts don't matter. Goodbye.